Well, happening tonight, the Culture of Cult art series at the Ordog Brewery in Marquette starts up this morning. Samantha Rivera is telling us more about it. Good morning, Samantha.
Hey, good morning, Vicki. Like you said, we're live inside of the Ordog Brewery in Marquette to tell you more about the Culture of Cult art show that's happening this year in conjunction with the Fresh Coast Film Festival. They're actually teaming up with 40 to 50 different artists from all around the country, local artists, and now this year internationally, to bring you their best work. And I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I would say I'm quite the artist myself, or at least I was in second or third grade. So the show doesn't start until later tonight around 7 p.m. So we'll see if I can sneak in a late submission there. We'll have to ask Mike Forrester. He is the founder and curator of the Culture Show. He'll talk to us later on in the show more about their partnership with the Fresh Coast Film Festival. And as you can see around us, they have some really cool pieces, so it's definitely something that you'll want to stick around for. Reporting live here in Marquette, I'm Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
Thanks, Samantha. It's going to be a great show, and hopefully we'll have continued great weather to go along with it. 12 after the hour. Now, part of that Fresh Coast Film Festival is the Culture of Art series going on, the Culture of Cult art series. This morning, Samantha Rivera is checking that out. Samantha?
Hey, good morning, Vicki. Like you said, we're here live in Marquette to talk about the Culture of Cult art series. And I don't think I've ever been to an art gallery with as many different artists as they have here. I know I mentioned in the last half hour they have artists nationally, locally, and even internationally. Nor have I met an art director as passionate about all of this as Mike Forrester, who is with us this morning. Good morning, Mike.
Morning. Thank you for coming.
Of course. So tell us more about some of the pieces that we have right behind you here.
Yeah, we'll give you guys a little tease we don't want to reveal the whole thing, but
Yeah.
we'll definitely give you the best parts. Yes. Okay, so what we've got here is this whole collection is the whole show is designed. It's multimedia, and so we have poster artists, we have illustrators, we have traditional painters, graphic designers, and some of the pieces were made specifically for the show, and then some of them were also that would fit in the same kind of theme. So this first little set that we're going to show here, this was a project that was called the 59 Parks Project, and it's a really cool project because during the celebration of the national parks, they hired a bunch of contemporary poster artists to pick a national park, research it, connect with it, and make a piece that people were able to purchase, and the money went to the parks. And so you can see on some of these different pieces here that they all have a different approach to how they wanted to highlight the illustration. Was there a specific piece, like on this Great Smoky Mountains National Park right here, the bears, and people have commented on the bears and the colors in the fall. Moving down to this piece, this is an artist named Daniel Danger who does these meticulous pen and ink illustrations, and this piece is gorgeous because it's his own interpretation of what his moment was at the Olympic National Park. And then moving down, of course, to one of the most famous parks, Yellowstone, with the buffaloes and Old Faithful, with a little established in 1872. So in this particular set right here, this is 3 different artists with something that you could definitely hang on your wall that also celebrates literally our great outdoors, which is something that we are setting up here in a partnership with Fresh Coast Film Festival, and the show is titled Get Lost, so it's appropriately so.
Yeah, so some amazing pieces here. I know you can't show us all of them, but can you tell us about some of the different artists that you have coming to this?
Yeah, we have some nationally recognized artists. We have some local artists. We have NMU staff, students, faculty, and we've got all of those. We have people who professionally create art, and we have people who are more casual about it, but are passionate enough to want to be able to submit to the show. So this is show number 6. We've had the roster just for the artists continues to grow, but some of the artists, Aaron Draplin is a big artist here. He's from Traverse City, probably one of the biggest artists in the world right now. So he's just one of those that we have.
Awesome. So when we return here, we'll actually show you a sneak peek about some of the international pieces that they have here, and more about their partnership with the Fresh Coast Film Festival. Reporting live in Marquette, I'm Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
That sounds like it's going to be a great show. Thank you so much, Samantha.
Tonight at the Ordog Brewery in Marquette, the Culture of Cult art series is happening just one night only. This year they're working with the Fresh Coast Film Festival, and Samantha joins us again with their founder and curator to tell us more. Good morning, Samantha.
Hey, good morning, Andrew. So we mentioned in the last half hour that this show actually started back in 2014. However, this is the first show that they're featuring some international pieces. And this morning, again, as you mentioned, is Mike Forrester. He is a curator and founder of this show. So Mike, tell us more about the partnership that you guys have with Fresh Coast.
Yeah, absolutely. So Aaron and Bugsy, who run Fresh Coast, they've been friends for a long time. And we had kind of approached the idea of bringing, part of the show as a kickoff event, and being able to feature, because, again, creative and appreciation of the outdoors are something that, can translate across different mediums. And so while they have the video and the moving visuals is kind of their focus, we said, what if we turn it out into, poster artists, 2D guys, and it just seemed to click and made a lot of sense for us to have just an overall creative appreciation for the outdoors. So we're very excited to partner with them. I think it's going to be a tremendous event. We have events planned all weekend, and more so for this to be kind of the kickoff event is exactly what makes Marquette great, and being able to partner two really awesome events, combine them into one, and we're very excited to see what the entire weekend holds.
All right, so tell us a little bit more about these international pieces.
Yeah, so NMU actually has partnered up with the ABBA Institute, which is in China, and they had sent over some students and some professors that have been trained in traditional watercolor and painting techniques. And they were doing, I happened to be invited to come and see a live demonstration, and we asked them, I said, well, these definitely appreciate the outdoors. Is there any way we could get them in the show? And they were so honored that we even asked them, that they gave us and donated some pieces to the show. So we are fully international now with the Culture of Cult, which is great, but more so being able to feature just the talents of people across the globe now. And I hope this is something that we can continue in the future. But they're beautiful pieces. You have to see them in person to appreciate them.
And how does it feel to have all these different artists come on by? You said locally, nationally, now internationally.
Right. Yeah, it's about showcasing the incredible talents that not only Paul, who's my co-curator, and I, of people that we've just followed and admired their work for a long time, and to be able to get them either involved with the show or just aware that they're sending art to Marquette, Michigan is really cool. And we've had a ton of great feedback and a ton of interest from other artists. So it's about combining local artists with with outside artists to make our community a little bit smaller.
And what would be your pitch to someone who is interested in coming to tonight's show, which, by the way, again, is happening at 7 p.m. tonight?
Yeah. We've got a piece for everyone. Come and see the talents of not only your your peers and friends around here, but also just to appreciate that art doesn't have to be this snobby and stifling thing. It can be something that makes a lot of sense for what you want to do.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Mike.
Thank you.
Again, this show is happening tonight at the Ordock Brewery in Marquette at 7 p.m. Reporting live in Marquette, I'm Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
Thank you so much, Samantha. Lots of creativity on display in Marquette this weekend.